What's up, y'all? Right back at it with this fucking felony. I'm trying to get this shit done. I got the parts in. This is the new bumper plate. And I'll just threw the old one down. But one thing you want to make sure you do is get all these little hex nuts out of here. There's 2 here, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. I got one I gotta find that's in my toolbox. That was 20. And then I got the full A-arm set. It came with the fronts, the rears, the uppers, lowers, and the links. So all I'm gonna use is the 2 fronts and the links. And it looks like there's also screws I gotta make sure I take out of these and transfer to those. But the plan is take this off, get the diff out, and then pull these out. And then I'm gonna work my way back bit by bit, remove everything, clean it all out, and then pop it back in. But I want to make sure I get these shafts. They rusted up a little bit more, but it's not as bad as it would have been if I didn't WD-40 everything. So it's not looking too bad, but we're moving forward. Let's go. Got all the front bits off. I guess the hardest part is trying to keep all the bits together with the screws that belong to it. I pulled the sway bar out with the old arms. You can see they're all burnt and messed up, melted a little bit. So I got the new ones. I'm just making sure that I transfer all the screws. And yeah, I got the diff out. Clean the drive cups out. They're nice and clean now. Greased it up a little bit more and put it all back in. And I actually found some other shit that had some damage. The bottom of the springs, the shock springs, you see the plastic all melted there. So I'm gonna have to get that replaced. And then the front linkages, they're really melted. And I thought it came with that kit, but only the rears came with the kit. So looks like I'm gonna be making a trip to pit stop. The only other thing that I noticed with them, that got damaged, was these here. I don't know. I mean, they don't look damaged. It's just cosmetic. But if it's going to be a full restoration, I need to go ahead and just get those 2. I've actually seen aluminum versions of that online, so I might opt out. I mean, it's really not necessary because I'm not doing any off-roading. There's no risk of them cracking or anything. But yeah, so next up, I'm going to pull these screws out. They're a little rusty. There's a few screws here that are rusty. I'm going to pull them all out, clean them up, oil them really well, and I'm going to probably pull the motor, the ESC, and the receiver out and clean up under there. And then I'm gonna wait until tomorrow so I can go check out Joey at Pit Stop and see what we can do, get some parts and replace what needs to be replaced. This is gonna be an easy fix though. It's starting to look kind of simple. Looks like any other RC car. Front end put back together, all cleaned up. I ended up changing all of the front suspension arms. Even the top ones had a little melting going on, as you can see right here. This one wasn't as bad. I could have got rid of it, but I mean, fuck it, I bought the kit. I might as well use new shit. That one was pretty bad. This one was pretty bad. I mean, overall, it wouldn't have impacted anything, I don't think, because it's just thick ass plastic, but I'm more about the look. I mean, if you're gonna restore it, restore it. So, this whole front end's done. I took this whole bit apart. Everything's cleaned up under there. Clean the shocks up nice. The next thing I have to get though are these damn linkages because they're fucked. So, and I don't, like I said, they're probably functional. I could probably take a Dremel and just smooth them out. But again, I'm all about the look. So I'm gonna see if Joey has a set of those, and I'm also gonna see if he has the knuckles. I mean, this is on the inside. Nobody's really gonna see it. Nobody's gonna care. But for me, it's knowing that it's there. It's not a big deal. But I think I'm definitely gonna get that next. Stop by Joey's tomorrow. Next bit or next portion I'm gonna tackle is gonna be this, and this. Pull each out. Clean up underneath. Make sure that I get the pinion, which actually came out not too bad since I put some WD-40 in the last video. But I definitely want to pull out everything, the screws, make sure that I hit those up with the wire brush, throw a little oil on it, and make sure they still look like new by the time I'm done. Then I'm gonna start with taking this off, pop that up, and then working my way around it. I definitely want to get into this portion here and pull out the front drive shaft as well, make sure that I get that. Then I'm gonna pull the battery trays out. The rear, the ass end actually looks all right. The only thing I think I'm gonna do back here is pull out all the screws, hit them with the wire brush, put some oil, and I'm good to go. Yeah, from there on out, it's just getting my body, and then we get the all black one. Put that on. I do need to get all 4 wheels. They were all pretty bad over there, so it's gonna be, it'll get done, man. I mean, it's pretty basic, straightforward. Just pull pieces off, clean it up, put it back on. I can't wait to get this thing back on the road now. Like, I wasn't really messing with it. It was just sitting on the shelf, but I just want to make sure. I haven't even turned this shit on to make sure that that still works. It's not rusted out or anything, but I don't think so, just looking at it from the outside, but we'll find out when I turn this shit on. All right, let's go. So I got the motor out and cleaned everything up pretty good. It's not hardly any damage, really. Just needed to be cleaned up, really. That was a bit rusted, but what I'm gonna do, we're gonna, while I have it off, and I meant to do it before, I never did, I'm gonna put the speed pinion in. This motherfucker's gonna come back twice as bad. Let's go. Shit, I can't believe I'm going from a fucking 16 to a fucking 24, bro. This shit's gonna rip when I get back out there. Alright, so the motor's cleaned up. All this is put back together. I cleaned the dog bones up. They came up nice. I found that, you know, anywhere there's metal that has rust on it like this, I mean, I hit it with the WD-40 in the first video. What I'm doing now is with the WD-40 on it, taking the wire brush to it, scrubbing it nice and good, and then take a rag, and that shit clean right up. So that's basically what I'm doing from front to back. I got the motor out, I cleaned on the inside of the tray, and I'll hit that servo, and then over here after that, I got the diff apart, put it back together, got all the rust off, had some under the bearings here, made sure I got the other side, cleaned everything up, looks good, nothing's damaged on the inside, which is good news. And it's time to move on to the next part. We're gonna get all that shit out next. Alright, y'all, so the sun's setting. I've done quite a bit of this shit today. I'm happy with what I got done. So far, I cleaned this whole front part. Did the diff, did the shocks. Got the upper and lower arms on. I still have to get the linkages. I'm gonna see if I can talk to Joey about that tomorrow. Just see they're kind of dicked up and melted up. Pulled the motor out, installed the new pinion, cleaned it out, pulled out the center diff, cleaned that, cleaned and greased the dog bones so they shouldn't rust up anymore. I got the ESC, servo, and the receiver all pulled out and clean. Made sure I got all the screws pulled out. Made sure I gave those a quick scrubbing and put a little grease to prevent any rust from coming up. So far so good. Tomorrow I'm gonna pull out the battery trays. I'm gonna clean up under there. I'm gonna clean these rollers out. These are also metal. I got one of them clean, but I'm gonna do the other one. I also want to check the rear hub there and make sure that shit is not rusted. So pulling all this off is gonna be necessary to get back there. I'll pull this brace out, and then like I said earlier, everything back here is good. Nothing's damaged, but the screws are still kind of rusted. So I don't know if you can see that. Bolts, screws. I'm also probably gonna pull these shocks off, and I just want to hit everything up with the wire brush and the grease, and I should be good to go, man. It's looking good. Let's keep it moving on. I'll hit Joey up tomorrow, get the last parts I need, try to remember how the fuck that bumper goes on here, because I don't remember. All I know is when it melted, I just started ripping shit off. I saved every screw, but I don't remember how the fuck I did it. So I gotta go online. I'm gonna find out how to get that done, and I'll be back with some more once we get some more shit done. Alright, y'all, peace.